Hey friend, welcome. This is Jamie and Soulvine. We're checking in Pisces for your energies. Sun, moon and rising will be the most dominant. Let's see what's going on, what you need to know, pushing forward with the week. All right, let's get cranking. Let's just see what Spirit gives us right now in terms of the current energies. First up, we've got 8 of emotions. What do we need to know here? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, we've got 2. We've got Page of Voices and Queen of Materials. It feels like there's a sense of stability here right now that you're potentially looking at, or leaving behind what's no longer supportive to your growth or to where you can anchor in. Let's see where else this is going and get a bit more of a picture. We do have the Devil energy, and if you are new here, I don't read reversals. I simply connect into what the energy shares. So that can come in many different forms in terms of intuitive energy, visual energy that I get through, and things that I may hear. So again, that's for those that are new here or haven't heard how I connect into the energy. I think for some of us, it's just innate in terms of the messages that we do receive. Thank you, Spirit. We do have the Ace of Emotions showing up. We've got the Emperor energy and then the Hermit energy. Okay, Pisces, and then we'll dive in a little bit more. So having a look right now, as I said, that there's some element here. We had a little bit of a stop there. So in terms of the current energy, what's kind of connecting in here, we are experiencing something about that you're looking into here. It seems it's kind of like, where am I going next? That's going to give me this Queen of Materials energy, which is about the stability, which is about the strength, which is about, I feel like, anchoring in, but also going to give you the success that you need perhaps in your career, but again, where you feel most connected and grounded. Okay, because what seems to be showing up, and I feel like is challenging this right now, is there's this tenacity that seems to be there, but at the same time, there seems to be some conflicting energy that's showing up here with the Devil, the Fool, and the Knight of Voices. I feel like you could be really committed right now to going a certain direction, but then there's something that either collides with you, some news, some conversation, where I feel like someone is going to share something with you that could change. It's kind of like someone throwing a spanner in the works for you to really consider here, because I feel like an opportunity is presenting itself, and I feel like this person or this situation or this opportunity has actually been a bit on the down low, or has been a bit quiet, and it just comes up in full force, right? And full force being, with this Ace of Emotions, which is like an Ace of Cups energy, and the Emperor energy, there's something really solid and stable that I feel like you feel connected to, that kind of puts something in the mix for you. Okay, so some energy I feel is changing up, even though, put it this way, if there has been a void of something missing in your life, and you've been assessing what's missing, it could be in a connection, it could be in job, it could be around your home life, it could be around your financial life. I just feel that whatever you've been doing or wanting to be in action for over the last probably 6 weeks, and maybe some of you 6 months is the number that I'm getting. And it's really interesting because the Devil is number 15 adding to 6. So it's a number that seems to be coming through, and I've just recognized what that number is in terms of the Devil energy, but it's also Capricornic energy. Okay, and Capricorn energy right now, in terms of, I think recent energy that we just had, that we've come out of, we've been into Aquarius season and now heading into Piscean season. So I feel like, again, this is why the 6-week energy seems to be showing up, but there's something about 6 weeks to 6 months. And I feel like there's an opportunity or a direction or something that you really wanted to connect into and consider here. And whatever that is, whatever that opportunity, whatever that motivation, there's some very strong motivation to go a certain direction. It's like something just comes up with a bit of a pow out of nowhere. And whatever that void has been, it's interesting because I feel like whatever's coming through here, it's capturing your attention or it's got you excited. So I feel like there's a bit of a twist and turn going on here. And you may need to take some time aside to calibrate it to see what it means. But it could also be someone that has been quiet is showing up here for you, okay? Something that's been on the down low feels like it's showing up for you. Let's have a look at what's influencing all this right now. We've got the 8 of Voices and the 7 of Voices, okay? So there's something, again, strategic in direction, something that you're feeling stuck in, haven't been unsure how to get out of. If this is part related to past energy, you know, the 7 of Swords, as we know, can be sometimes deceit, betrayal, but it can also be strategic energy, you know, having the clarity and direction that you know where you're going and you're not, you know, missing yourself as part of this decision-making process. And what I mean by that, because you have the 8 of Voices and the 7 of Voices, it's kind of an energy that I feel you could be going in a bit of circles with in terms of a decision and a direction. And a part of that is feeling stuck. And a part of feeling stuck, sometimes we don't realize that we're betraying ourselves by not taking the action or moving forward that we should be. But sometimes timing is also a factor, right? Timing of a factor of some news, of some opportunity that perhaps you were once connected to, okay? What do we need to see here as a challenge? And exactly what I'm talking about, an opportunity or something coming in the mix here with this Knight of Emotions, Knight of Cups. The Hanged Man, which is making a decision, and then the 4 of Cups. So a lot of cup energy also showing here with a lot of sword energy. So there's a little bit of head over heart, heart over head energy that's showing up here for you, Pisces. And I do wonder, you know, it seems like there's something you're not certain about, or you're trying to step back and making sure that you're making the right decision. Because with this 4 of Cups, it's also, you know, you don't want to miss certain opportunity. But I think too, you're wanting to pay attention to your experience, the dynamics that you've been in before, insights that you have. There's also some things that you're just never going to know. And the only way you know is by participating or by going a different direction. But somewhere here, I feel you need to close the energy off in choice. Okay, is how this is coming up. So your challenge, right, is, you know, showing up here is with something that presents itself, what are you going to do with it? But I do feel there's an important time to kind of sit back and reflect, or take an arm's length approach and come from a place of not disconnecting your emotional energy, because I think your emotional energy is important because that allows you to feel things that, you know, when you put yourself into the energy and spirit of something, what is your energy, you know, reflecting back? What the, you know, because I think that's a big part. Sometimes we're not realizing that when we're around certain people and things, how it makes us feel in the moment. Because the 4 of Emotions is also about not wanting to miss something, but also not being in a place that we're feeling not excited about it either. So I think that's something that you potentially need to weigh up here. Let's see where this is all going and what you need to know. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we've got the 10 of Voices. So 10 of Swords. What do we need to know about this 10 of Swords energy? Thank you, Spirit. We've got the 7 of Inspiration. We have got the 5 of Inspiration. And then we've got the King of Emotions, which is the King of Cups energy. So what this is really telling me here, whatever's been blocked or challenged, that's coming to an end, okay? Whatever's been, you know, not on the same page, whatever hasn't been clear. And for some of you, this could be dealing with a masculine energy or someone who's in a masculine role, could be a boss, could be a partner, a key counterpart in your life. where you have felt challenged, okay? But again, I think someone's opening up here about how they're feeling, and maybe someone's been withdrawn, maybe someone's been fighting their own battles and they haven't shared that with you. Maybe someone's gone through their own journey as well, Pisces, amongst your own, that they're living parallel. And I feel like someone's going to open up in a way that intrigues you and gets you curious. But as I said, whatever's been blocked and stopping your progress, or feels like it's stopping your progress, or has been challenging you in direction, in what to go for, in what makes sense, in what fits, I feel like you're going to come through the other side here with strength in what matters, and feeling. And I think that's the beauty of it, and something to remember. I know this is a King of Cups energy, which is, you know, a masculine energy, but what I feel about this energy showing up right now, and Spirit wants to share here, is that when you're in the right space and energy, there's this moment of pause, of feeling really centered emotionally, and really centered in feeling safe in all that you're around. There's like this quiet confidence, okay, that I feel is happening. It's a knowing, it's an intuition piece, but it's also the mental clarity. And I feel that's what is coming here after something comes to an end of, like I said, feeling blocked, or feeling held back, or feeling like things are just not on the same page. Maybe you've been feeling the energy a bit choppy, you know, like we're making progress, or I'm getting hit from every side at the moment. I feel you're getting this breakthrough come, you know, like I said, that sound, that safe, that solidarity in self and in the situation, and something's going to feel just really good, and you'll know, okay, that's where I'm going, and that's where I'm meant to be. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear friend. If I haven't shared already, check out, there's a link below where I'm putting, you know, content. It's more writing content. There is going to be, you know, some voice memos and things like that. It's nothing to, you know, I should say the investment, it's free to connect in, talking a lot about life, midlife, you know, whether, you know, you're going through some form of change and you've got some regrets coming up, or something that you're feeling that feels a little uncomfortable as you're making progress in your life. But there's a lot of different things I'm talking about in midlife, I guess, and, you know, how we want to accelerate, but also, you know, those notes that we put in our notes section, or the margins in books, and, you know, or on our phone, that some things that we don't express and some things that we don't talk about. And, you know, I'm starting to write more about that. I think just part of my own experience, but also those that I you know, connect with and talk to. And I just feel like, you know, it hits some marks in the heart and soul, but also, you know, to remind yourself that what you're capable of, and also that, you know, you're understood, you're not broken, and, you know, how we can keep keeping on. So if that's something of interest, yeah, there is a link below to check out. There's more articles coming out. It's only something that I've launched in the last week. So thank you for those who have subscribed and yeah, are a part of that. So I'd love to see you over there if you feel connected and called. I'll catch you later. Bye, Pisces.